Good morning. I don't know whether it's a morning or it's still a morning. I'm representing a constituent of organizations, independent organizations that have formed a network called CSANET, Civil Society Agriculture Network. They have one common agenda, that is promoting agriculture, food security, and influencing policy. And I would have possibly called this to be the end of my presentation because these have been part of the knowledge fair that we appreciated yesterday and still there. They have been part of the presentations that have been made here, and so I'm only concluding on what they are doing. And let me mention that they believe in partnerships, and therefore they have transitioned into many partnerships, and many of us, I think, depend on them or work with them or collaborate with them in one way or another. So only trying to share with you some of the roles that these organizations are playing in our midst. Let me say that we are organized in the form of networks. We talk of CSANET, which is representing the organization I've talked about, but you'd find that there are other networks which are specialized in health-related issues, and Mehen is one of them. I think I would have appreciated if they were here to share with us of what they are actually doing, because, you know, the civil society or the NGOs are such a diverse group that my presentation cannot cover them all. I'll only give you a sample of what they do. By the way, we prefer now being called non-state actors because some have been calling us evil societies. So from now onwards, call us non-state actors. But I think amongst the many roles that we have been playing in enhancing agriculture, nutrition, and health has been to do with the research, policy research, and policy dialogue amongst stakeholders in trying to share, new findings, because our approach is community-based, and therefore we have always wanted to articulate issues from the grassroots, and in the understanding that we are not specialists in our own right, we have always linked with others. That's university institutions, ministries, and I think all of us, development partners in terms of sharing the findings. And I think we have all appreciated our role in that respect. And we have also promoted deliberate promotion of linkages, the initiatives that we are trying to discuss here. We are aware of the problem of vertical linkages that we have all been made to appreciate. Now, the horizontal ones, it's a new way of thinking, and I think we have already started. The gentleman, Alfred, has been shared with us the ASWAP, one initiative which is promoting horizontal stakeholder participation as opposed to the vertical. And this, we as civil society, we are some of the signatories to this implementation of this big program. That's why he's saying, let us all be calling ourselves ASWAP. We are. And we have also been working with communities. I think that's our area of specialty. in that we originate from communities and therefore work with communities and build their capacities. So most of we organizations, I think that's an area that we can work best with in terms of partnering and improving our effectiveness. So that's another role that we have been playing. As I did mention that so many roles that I think I can share with you, but one area has been the promoting accountability and transparency as one of an area that is a bit sensitive, but we have been instrumental in promoting that, and in many quarters we haven't been liked by that. But in our partnership, this is part of it. And in partnerships are a bit difficult because there's a story told of of the partnership that Mount Mulanje and Bunda Hill came to sign, and whereby Mount Mulanje, Bunda Hill suggested that Mount Mulanje should come and live in Bunda village. In the process, Bunda Hill was crushed and did not exist. So in our partnerships with various institutions, at times we have ended up actually compromising our focus. But we believe in mutual respect. And in that way, I think we would be able to achieve both the synergies, but also the complementarities that we have in between us. Let me lastly end up with the point that there are some specific activity or roles that civil society or non-state actors have been playing, which are directly linked on to promotion of agriculture, nutrition, and health. Let me say on agriculture, it's been more of production and utilization. But through other policy interventions, issues of right to food have featured, which aim at protecting the availability, access, and quality of food of the consumers. And so organizations like the Consumers Association Malawi have been part of that program, but also the Right to Food Network and so many other organizations, plus, of course, the Ministry of Agriculture itself. So we've been working on legislations which have been trying to promote that protection. And lastly, let me say that we as civil society or non-state actors, we work also with the private sector, and the issues that Teresa did share with us here are very pertinent to our heart, because the private sector brings in sustainability, and hence the issues of policies affecting the private sector or enhancing the participation of the private sector are key, especially issues to do with the private sector facilitating access to funding through commercial banks and so forth, or macro financing institutions, are some of the key areas that we have been promoting. So at this point, let me thank you for your attention, and this ends my presentation on the role of non-state actors and not the evil societies.